Hello. Hello. Yeah, I think we're up to. Welcome, everyone. Welcome.
Cool, everybody. I'm here.
It's alive. Hello. Hello, everyone. Tomalak. It's streaming. Hey, C-Star, Hascat, Kimberly. Whew. Justice, if you're still out there. This has been a very frustrating start to the stream in the middle of what is already a very frustrating day, week, year. But welcome. We were gonna do this. We were gonna do that. We had plans once upon a time in a galaxy far, far away, and they didn't go, did they? Nothing goes according to plan. I can't even reflect on it. Makes my head hurt. Let's play a game. This is the Book of Unwritten Tales 2. We played the Book of Unwritten Tales a year ago, within the past year. It's really a well-made adventure with well-thought-out humor. Likes to poke fun at many of the things we enjoy. I hope we can enjoy being poked fun at. Online games and fantasy adventures and adventures known and less known. Hey, Lamia. Hey, everyone. She says, it's good to see you. So we'll be starting on this second adventure. I did really enjoy the first game, even if at the end, if you were here, if you remember, I got pretty salty near the end. Some of those puzzles and sequences felt like they really dragged on near the end for me. But I think that problem was up here. I was expecting it to get it done in a certain amount of time, and it just kept taking a little longer, and I kind of cracked. This is about a 20-hour or more point-and-click adventure. Say, chat is missing from screen. Well, that wouldn't surprise me. Everything else has gone to shit today. Let's see if I can fix that. Testing. Okay, that part's fixed. For now. Frames holding. Good lord, I don't even want to talk about those frame drops. Had to start the stream 3 times and other stuff. We were going to start a different game today, but you know what? If you're watching this now, we don't need to talk about other games. And if you're watching this later on YouTube, you won't have any idea what I'm talking about anyways, because you'd be here for this game. Let's start. We'll catch up on Wilbur and everybody else once we're in game. I'm going to have to get my head back into this. I was ready to give up on today.
Devastated the country for years upon years, and yet no one gained the advantage. And so it was that in that time of deepest despair, that an old archaeologist uncovered the location of an artifact of divine fate. The artifact could fulfill every wish, and thus decide the war, for one side or the other. Led by Warlock Munkus, son of Archwitch Mortroga, the Shadows hunted for the artifact. And they would have reached it first, were it not for a group of heroes who stood against him. Wilbur, the young gnome who was the first of his clan to become a mage. Ivo, the courageous elven princess from the Woodland Realm. And the Critter, a hairy creature from the Northlands, companion of the most brilliant of the heroes, Nate Bonnet, who was supposed to spend the rest of his life at the side of an elven princess. who deserved a kingdom and all the riches in the world, who should stop wasting time talking about himself in the third person. Ah!
This is really... All right, let's jump right in then, because we're falling. Hold on to the rock face. Must I? What if I want to talk for a minute? Onto the rock face. Nice, good form.
Good, good. This is good. Although the ground is still
Hey,
getting
KG.
closer.
I think the other alerts I have are baby broken as well. Thank you for the host, KG. Bunch of other hosts, auto hosts coming in as I just freak out here. Thank you for the host love. And again, welcome everyone. It is the beginning. Yay!
Part of the jetty. At least some of it survived.
You can do it! Thank you, Justice. Welcome back yourself.
If I'm lucky, this will go all the way up to the island. But somehow I really doubt it will.
Yes. That's pretty good.
Ow!
Oh, hi, Nate. How's it going?
Good. For now. Could it be that your spell didn't quite work out the way you planned?
I did tell you there were certain risks involved.
Oh well, no big thing. Almost no harm done.
No big thing. So, now that we have a little time to kill, why don't you tell me a little something about yourself?
Oh, right. Well, yes, I came into this world in an oasis in the Umzu Desert, and at that time, I was...
Are you out of your ever-loving mind? Definitely not the time to reminisce.
Then why did you ask?
I could use some help here, Benny.
Well, you did see what happened last time I cast a spell.
Time to make up for it then. Now shake a leg.
Oh, I don't know. I might just end up making everything worse.
Stop time. Reverse gravity, for goodness sakes, cast a spell, will you?
Can't you just stop time? Or wings! Give me wings! How about that?
Oh, this is all terribly complicated. I really don't feel up to it today, Nate.
Tell me about it.
Hey!
Perhaps tomorrow? I really do need to think through what's happened today properly.
You get me out
Genie's
of the
a
mess
fucking
you gotta
mind
see
reader.
right now.
Please don't yell at me. I just can't take it anymore.
Benny! Ah!
You can just call me Benny
Stay
today.
easy. We can forget about miracles. I gotta find something easy, something even he thinks he
Yes.
can do.
Okay, this is perfect. I gotta find something easy. Something even I can do. Holy shit. Take the carpet. Just hope it's magic.
A flying carpet. Is that too much to ask?
I'm not talking to you.
Why, you... I'm sorry I criticized your work, Benny.
And?
And that I shook your lamp. And everything else. You meant well.
Well, all right then. I forgive you. What can I do for you?
Carpet!
A flying carpet. Shouldn't be too hard. Should I really dare? Am I really up to it?
No, really, take your time.
What the heck? happened here? No!
Welcome, Adventurer.
Cool
I
looking
am
bot.
the tutorial, guardian of gameplay, explainer of controls. To move a character, just click anywhere in the scene, wherever your heart desires.
I just realized I never hit enter because of the frame drops on Discord announcing this stream, so let me announce that. Let me finish saying hi before we start clicking on things. I figured the game would give me a chance to do that a few minutes ago, but no, we were just falling, and had to do stuff. Ah, right. Noob pilot forgot to check his 6. Let me back up a little bit. KG, not a fan of the voice acting. You know, that's Geralt's voice actor. I mean, we didn't have a big enough sample. I bet some people would have noticed it given more time. I actually did not notice it during the first game until someone pointed it out. But that is Doug Cockle, Geralt's voice actor in The Witcher, doing the voice of Nate. Hey, Gudgeum, what's up? And Justice, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so snippy. I mean, yes, it was on purpose. My answer was on purpose, but it's not my favorite topic right now. I'm just having to reassess everything. What I hoped would be relief has not come. So I'm still trying to be patient and have to start looking for other ways to deal with things. So I was hoping to get back to some controller-based games, playing some Witcher, for example. I think we're going to be playing point-and-click adventures for a while. Don't get me wrong. I love me some good point-and-click. I don't like having no choice. I cannot undertake a game right now that requires me to move a character with keyboard, WASD, or a left analog stick on a controller. I don't have consistent use of that arm and hand. It's so I can't do it, and I think it's gonna be a while. And I was really hoping it wasn't gonna be a while, much longer. Fluffy Bunny, thank you for the auto host as well. Luigi, C. Bailey, Edge, Master Mazar, and KG, thank you again for the host. Thank you for all this host love. Thank you so much. It's really good to see you all here today. And I'm sorry if I come, if I am in fact a bag of smashed assholes, including my demeanor. So I'll try to work on that. Please bear with me. I've always wondered how that would feel too, C-Star, until it felt that way. So. Good to see you all. Let's see what we can do. This is going to be a pretty short stream anyways. I'm in pretty sorry shape today. And that's before the stream crashed and burned twice before getting it started. What a cute bot. Hey, Chameleon and Queen Eva. I wasn't scrolled down after all. I have this enlarged chat box and doing something weird, so I'm not seeing everything. Have to get used to that. Good job. Thank you. Eva says, hello, Jay in chat. Shower. Jay always has a shower, fortunately. Chameleon says, hey, Jay in chat, how are you guys doing? Feels like it's been ages. Time zones are OP. Yep. Please nerf the time zones. I'd like to nerf a lot of things right now. Well, there hasn't been a lot here. I went missing on everyone. I haven't been here since last Friday. I wasn't planning that. I was really hoping to do some more in-depth gaming, and I really didn't cope well with having to accept that that wasn't about to happen. Entropic, brother! It has been too long! Greetings, Jay and chat. Shadow Dragon, hello, Jay and everyone. Hello! So many hands. Woo! Why is there
Well done.
background noise? Yes, well
If you
done.
left-click an object, then your character will perform an action determined by the context. Now click on that big lever.
This one? This lever? Really? This lever? Are you sure?
The robot has used the lever, as this seemed logical to him. Now click the lever with your right mouse button so that the robot looks at it rather than uses it. Excellent. The robot thinks the lever is working. But if that's so, then where is the problem? That hatch over there, left-click it. The little chap seems to think there are advanced engine mechanics hidden behind there. Perhaps that's where the problem is. Click on the hatch again using the left mouse button. First left click will allow you to look, the second to use. Why? Because after a player character has looked at something, the most logical thing to do next is use it. It's quite simple. Right-click when you want to look at something, left-click in order to do whatever that character thinks is the next most sensible move. Is the machine working again? Left-click on the lever.
We always have slow starts here, don't we? This is 3 minutes into the game and 20 minutes into the stream. It'll be
Appears to be a
alright.
new problem. Better take a closer look at the engine.
Engine. Look at the engine. Subtoxic.
Oops, that wasn't very helpful. Please pick up both gear cogs.
Oh, pick them up.
Great work. Items you pick up will go into your inventory. To open and close your inventory, left-click the rucksack. To use an inventory item, left-click it and then left-click the object that you want it to be used with. Use one of the gears in your inventory with the engine of the town model. Excellent. Now the second gear.
Oh, the now command. Alright. Thank you.
Perfect.
I get it.
You better oil the engine before you switch the machine back on again.
Oil the machine. Something like a well-oiled machine. Thank the maker.
That should do it. Time to crank it up. You can examine objects in the inventory in more detail. Pick up the damaged figure and the toolbox. Then when you are in the inventory, right-click the toolbox in order to examine it.
Boom. Oh,
Great. You found a few items in the toolbox.
strong.
Use these items on
tape.
each other by initially left-clicking the first object, and then, when you have this item on the cursor, you left-click the second object. Try to repair the figure in the inventory.
Strong adhesive tape, wobbly hammer, and a worn-down screwdriver. I'm gonna try not to completely miss things in chat, but I'm not focusing on anything very well today. Hey, Shagzomatic, what's up, Brian? You keep reading Doot Doot. Doot Doot. KG going lurk. Enjoy the lurk. I think this game will be fun. We'll probably just play an hour or two today. Really, I was this stream already fell apart. It's happening anyways. Stream is happening in spite of the fact that I probably shouldn't be here, and the stream already broke, and we already tried to start up a different game, and but this game I've been meaning to start. It's just a little longer than what I felt comfortable getting into right now, since everything's so up in the air. But it's been on my short list for a while. Looks like the mechanics in the game have been updated for the better. Right, so let's see. What can we repair? Try to repair the figure in the inventory. Repair the figure in the inventory. I don't have a figure in my inventory. What did I miss that the tutorial in a point-and-click adventure said? Oh, I should go. Oh my god. No, really. Tutorial, point-and-click adventure. I missed something. Help me now. It's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a very long day. Already a long day. Are you kidding me? Excuse me, good sir, could you repeat yourself? No, continue, please. Oh, there it is. Take the damaged figure. Hold on, I want to see it. Where is it? There it is. There it is. This is try to repair the figure in the inventory. They don't mean... You know what they don't mean, right? Cool.
Well done. Now place the figure back in its rightful place on the balcony of the castle and start the machine.
Duct tape fixes everything. Can't duck it. Fuck it!
Excellent. You are now ready. Now, one last tip before I go. If you press the spacebar, all interesting objects in the scene will be displayed. Good luck with your adventures in the book of Unwritten Tales 2.
Kasei! Konnichiwa!
Worried about you. Oh, Mother. What's wrong with you?
Everything's fine.
No, you don't look well at all. Positively rotund. It is unseemly for an elf princess to cope with her frustrations by comfort eating. If you carry on like this, you won't fit into your wedding dress.
I don't have any intentions of marrying anytime soon.
Oh, darling, we've been through that already. Prince Lalilos is going to be arriving next week. You will like him. He's charming and... Look, he sent us a picture of himself and his sister.
Which of the two is the sister?
The elf nobility, unfortunately, has not got any unshaven Neanderthals to offer. You'll just have to get used to that.
I don't have the slightest interest in that person. Not anymore.
You are at the heart of the Elf Kingdom, in the castle of your family where you belong. No one here should be sad, tired, or fat. I only want what's best for you, Ivo.
Yeah, Ivo is obviously... What is it? I should stop writing down. This is Ivo. This picture over there, that's Wilbur. Wilbur the gnome was cleaning up in a bar when we first met him, and by the end of our first adventure, he was a actual mage. An actual mage with actual powers. Hey, mustaches. She uses earbuds, man. Earbuds. Cheep Cheep the bird. This is Cheep Cheep. Cheep. Did you see? We did get locked in. Like Evo's mother locked her in.
Did you see that? She's locked me in. Yes, only what's best for me. She always says that.
Actually, I'm gonna decide what I'm gonna do with this dialogue here. You can't see the dialogue options because I'm in front of them, but if I go to the other side of the screen, then I'll be blocking the inventory. I gotta take a pick. Maybe blocking the inventory makes more sense. Guess what? I'm gonna flip. We're gonna move to the other side. Get ready. Get ready for it. Here it comes. Hi. See, I'm flipped. This is my right hand. Actually, yeah. So it's like a mirror, yeah? Okay. We're there. So I'll block the inventory, but now you can see the dialogue choices. It appears that the dialogue that's written here is not precisely what will be spoken. So I may be able to stop myself from reading this out loud, or I might just read it anyways. Yay, Twitch lag, C star, Entropic J. If you'd move yourself to the other side, we could see the dialogue options. You know, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Know what I mean? Have you actually seen Prince La La La? What's his name?
Have you seen this prince? A vain river elf who's only interested in topping up his tan. I'm to spend hundreds of years in the company of someone I don't love? Huh, not me. And how? She will try anything and everything. Nothing's more important to her than getting me married off.
Oh, Blood Wolf. Oh no, it's Bizarro J. Bizarro J at your service. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Well, I want to decide for myself.
When I was out there with the humans, it was the first time that I had the feeling I could determine my own destiny. Yes, it was dangerous. Doesn't that go with the territory? A life without risk, that is so... Oh, you don't understand. If I could, I would go right now. You want to stop me? Just like last time.
Really not feeling well.
I didn't want to tell Mother, but I've not been feeling too well lately, Cheap. I'd say the same thing, but we elves hardly ever get ill. Yeah, you've got a point there. I spent almost a year in the human world, and they have some very strange ideas about personal hygiene.
Not wrong.
Well, I thought perhaps it's a curse. Oh, no, you won't. I'll take care of it myself. Mother would make a state occasion out of it. I don't know either, but I'm sure there's a medical book down in the library. No, rest is not what I need just now. I'll go down to the library and look up what's wrong with me, completely alone, just like a grown-up elf. I'm not going to be stopped, neither by locked doors nor by you.
All right. They changed Ivo's look. Aww. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just different. You know, sometimes that's jarring. It's jarring. Get a better look at Ivo. Let me see. Maybe the jokes about her comfort eating. She's obviously pretty skinny still. It's because she was downright frighteningly skinny in the first game. A little bit. A little bit too far, so. But she looked different. What was it? Her hair was like flatter and straight or something. Maybe it was just the hair. Wolfstream. Hey, Jay. Hey to you. How you doing, dude? Holding fast. I want to look at the pictures.
The times when the others were here in the elf burrow, those were the best that I've ever had. The critter could never keep still when I was drawing him. He was always pulling faces and trying to make me laugh. Wilbur was so excited. He loves elves and our stories. He spent hours sitting with my father and listening to him talk about bygone ages. Complete idiot.
What is it? What do you see in mustaches? I'm gonna have to go look. I've also got to change this chat setting that I messed around with a chat plugin, but I actually made things too big that it's doing weird stuff with the chat, and I'm not seeing it scroll proper. Luke is now hosting you. Thank you, Luke. Thank you for the host and welcome. Welcome, Luke and friends. Wolfstream, last time you were here was when I played. Seriously? It was a Phantom Pain stream. Wow. Well, it's been longer than I would have guessed. When was that? When we last played Phantom Pain. I mean, it's gotta be like 9 months. Anyways, welcome back. Welcome back. We're gonna be playing more point and clicks for a while. Because reasons. And some of them are really good, like this one. And Tex Murphy, Hazcat, thank you for that suggestion. And the Broken Sword games. But Hazcat suggested a series of games, and I was about to start Tex Murphy, the Tesla one, today, but I found out it had FPS controls. It's a point and click with FPS movement and camera controls. WASD. So I had to postpone that. Rango! Hey, Rango! The purple doll thing looks like one of those Japanese rabbit creatures. They made a Wii game from it. Oh, rabbit. Yeah, the bed. I didn't even see the bed. You said bed, and I go, where's this creature? And I think I looked here, and I didn't see the bed. All right, you're gonna have to baby steps.
And sometimes I feel
You'll get me
tired
through this.
all day long. I've never been ill, but something isn't right. I hope I'll find the answer in the library.
In the library. No comment on the rabbit?
An envoy from the Far East gave me this musical box years ago. Wherever I go, I always have its tune in my head.
Would you mind playing it for us? As long as Evo likes it. Dragon Force. What's the why? I got a lot of Twitch lag. What's the why? Why? What why?
Fresh water from the Springbrook, the little stream that rises here in the castle and provides for the whole valley. People come from far and wide to drink it.
Okay. Spring water. Bowl, the jug. Don't want to. There it is. Okay, I had previously mapped the spacebar on had the G13 keyboard thing out the other day. I don't really want to use it, but it's that will be helpful. Spacebar illuminates all the objects in the environment and point and click adventures. Sometimes you just gotta know that you forgot to look at something. No, it's all good, Luke. I appreciate that reminder. That's a good reminder. We're good. We good. Hey, Claire. Claire says, "Hey, Entropic J. Hey, everyone."
A guard with a spear and shield, and like all elven figures, immaculate.
So Wolf Stream, if you haven't been around since for a while, since Phantom Pain, without running through all of the what and why, we were just playing Knights of the Old Republic, and before that, what did we do right before that? But we've done a series of games that I can play with a mouse, with just a mouse and one hand. So if you'll allow me the lack of a further explanation for the moment, because it goes here and there, that's how we ended up with more of these games. If you go back in time far enough, some of the best games ever are point and click games, like Day of the Tentacle, one of my personal favorites. Lots of the old LucasArts adventures, some of the Sierra adventures. A lot of the games that we play and the adventures that are the 3D action adventures we play. And there was a time when that stuff just couldn't exist. And the limited interactions that the player could have, the limited presentation of the environment, people had to get really creative with that. Dialogue and characters had to really grab you, especially before you could hear them speak or see them move very much. Anyways, lots of fond memories. Oh no, praise the mug. Lamia, I'm glad you're okay. I'm also glad the mug's okay. You're okay, right? You only mentioned the mug.
Cheap Cheap survived our past adventure, even if he'll insist on exactly the opposite. He told everyone for months how he defended me from all the evils of the world and then only just escaped with his tail feathers intact. Cheap Cheap likes to look at his reflection. He strikes a pose and then tries to impress himself with it, and succeeds most of the time.
Take the mirror, are you kidding? I'll just put that in my pocket.
Hey, Cheap Cheap, I need the mirror. I only need it for a minute. Oh, he's not budging, and his pecs can be damn painful when he puts his mind to it.
Alright, so before we put the mirror in our pocket, we'll get Cheap Cheap to move. Maybe we could convince him to move. Star Wars always hard. Claire, you mentioned, you said Force Unleashed, right? I have never played it, mostly because it's a dark side game. But are they always hard? No, because there's every possible kind of Star Wars game, from easy to hard. I'm not even joking when I say that the Lego Star Wars games are excellent. Those are really good. They're really good. Although I've only played the original trilogy once.
Hey, Cheap.
That's it? No, hey Cheap, could you move? You seem to like your reflection a whole lot.
Most birds love a mirror because they believe they can see another bird in it. You just love them because you can't get enough of yourself. I would be a bit less unbearable if I wasn't incarcerated in here. See you later. Yes, of course I'll be a good girl and stay in my room.
Cheep Cheep's working for Mother. Okay. So we probably can't get in the jewelry box
serves
either.
as a podium for the vertically challenged narcissist.
For the vertically challenged narcissist. See? See? Good humor in this game. We're gonna have a good adventure. Look at the knitted hat.
I had my birthday during the few weeks that we spent living together here in the Elf Burrow. That was a big deal for Wilbur. He couldn't understand that the significance of birthdays tends to fade after a few hundred years. He insisted on making me a present. He sat in the corner for days knitting me this hat with his little gnarled fingers.
I know I was over here, but
Normally this bowl is
we're
full
gonna
of
look
fruit
at
and
everything.
nuts. Presumably Mother has decided I should be without such things whilst I am, as she says, positively rotund.
The skinny elf's mother accused her of being positively rotund. Thanks, Mom. Thanks.
A beautiful red flower. It was only put here a few days ago. Sometimes Mother orders a new plant that looks nice in my room. And then it's replaced and planted in the garden.
Alright, let's go out on the balcony. Sunflowers and a telescope.
We have many exotic plants here in the palace, but sunflowers are my favourite.
Take a few sunflower seeds. When I moved into my house
Apologies.
17 years ago. When I moved into this house 17 years ago, there were, the backyard was wildflowers and sunflowers. The previous owner of the house had a real green thumb, and instead of more ornamental varieties, he decided to cultivate a backyard of wildflowers and sunflowers. And they were so beautiful for a few years.
Days on end,
until
imagining what the world beyond would be like. Now I know, and I think I miss it.
No, you better show us the view from the telescope.
I've seen much suffering, much evil and unkindness in the world out there. But it was exciting. It was alive. Here in the Elf Burrow, everything is so ordered, so perfect, so dull. One day's just like the next, and they just pass by endlessly.
Duck Hunt Pro, auto hosting, and middle-aged stream as well. Thank you. My alerts are not quite working. Rexa is hosting. Rexa, how you doing? If you're out there, howdy Rexa, and thank you all for the host love. That'd be cool. We haven't seen Rexa in a while. Wolf, you love the music. Some point-and-click games have annoying music that repeats, but the music in this game, it's really good. Or are you talking about the Lego ones? Obviously, Star Wars has fantastic music. I like the music in this game very much. Very much. So if that's what you were talking about, I agree. So,
Mother's locked me in as if I was 200 again. Since I secretly escaped from the Elf Burrow last year, she's taken to guarding me closer than ever before. The door's locked and can only be opened from the other side. I'll have to find another way down to the library.
we do have those seeds. Yes, Rex in the flesh. Been too long. Been too long. I'm hanging in there, Rexa. It's been a bumpy road for a while, but but I hope you're doing well, and it is good to see you. How you been? How you been? What do we got? Sunflower seeds. I bet Cheap would like some sunflower seeds. Picture of Prince Lalios. I liked his nickname better. What was it? La 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 something. I like it better if I don't know what it is. Got no answer to that.
Hey, Cheap, you hungry? Fancy some delicious sunflower seeds? You want the seeds? I want to get out of this room. Could we not come to some arrangement? I know that royal servants are unbribable, but sunflower seeds...
Sunflower seeds!
Then perhaps not.
Oh, come on. There was nothing wrong with that plan. Some way to break that. Sunflower seeds, a picture. We have a bowl of water or a jug of water. I already looked at the jug. We can't take the jug.
No, I'm not thirsty.
Wasn't... Okay, fine.
Cheap, would it be possible for you to stop admiring yourself for 2 seconds and move over to stuffing your beak instead? Don't say I never look after you.
Yay! Alright. Alright.
Pearls, precious stones, sparkling earrings and necklaces. All the stuff I have to wear at official functions. If it were up to Mother, I would have trunkfuls of this stuff, and a wing of the castle would be my wardrobe. She just can't understand why Pa and I aren't into this sort of thing.
There's really nothing in the jewelry box for us. Take. More mirror for Cheap to look into. Gonna look at the jewelry box again for a second. What? Really nothing in there, huh?
Pearls, precious stones, sparkling earrings and
Yeah,
necklaces.
who needs all that?
Goodness knows what I could use this tap for right now.
It's been... I'm trying to avoid just talking about... I'm torn. I want to answer everyone who asks because I greatly appreciate all your patience and concern. People asking as to how I'm doing, and I want to give you the answer, and I don't want to just glaze over it. Your concerns are more than appreciated. They're getting me through some of this, and yet I don't have the answers I want to give right now, and I also don't want to just make it about that. So I know as people roll in and ask how I'm doing, sometimes I kind of sigh and don't want to reply, but you gotta understand sometimes I just answered somebody a minute ago, and I don't want to rob the stream of the game. But it's been a bumpy road, and I did have a procedure a week ago, and I haven't had any relief from that. So the situation really hasn't changed, and I was hoping it would. That's what's going on. I will let you know. Hanging in there. I'm hanging in there. And thank you all for hanging in there with me. It's we're not out of the woods yet. How do we get out of this room? Forget the woods. How do we get out of this room?
Hey, Cheap.
Oh man, Duck Hunt, I'm really sorry to hear that. What do you say, Cheap Cheap? I've got a mirror. What? Do me a favor. I don't even know what she's gonna ask. What favor?
Oh, missing your mirror? Well, sooner or later, you won't be able to stand it anymore. I'm not horrible. I just don't want to be locked in my room like a child. See you later. Yes, of course I'll be a good girl and stay in my room.
Tomalak, I've thought about it before, and I was just thinking about it. If I do make a bot command for that, it is going to be called overshare. Because that, yeah. Look at the door. Oh, let me put this on the table for this game. Book of Unwritten Tales, point and click adventure. By all means, suggest anything that comes to mind. Combining items, things to interact with. Go back and click on that thing again. Jay, can you go check this? Bring it. Bring it. That said, we've got a picture of the
Nate
prince.
left without saying so much as a word, Mother seized the opportunity to marry me off to a proper elf prince. So far, I've managed to frighten off every candidate successfully, but she's starting to lose her patience. It's my mirror, really, but Cheap Cheap will probably miss it much more than me.
I like that, mustaches. See, that's logical. Break the mirror. Break the mirror. The mirror. Cheap ate the seeds. Seems strange that the balcony would have nothing on it. I'm gonna go look again. Welcome back, Luke. Oh, climb down into the garden. Now, can you see this? I'm not blocking it, right? Okay. You see this marker? I have my camera on a tripod. I can only see that marker from certain angles. Cool.
It may not be befitting of a princess, but this isn't the first time that I've climbed into the garden
Not
by the
at
balcony,
all.
and it won't be the last. I'm just doing my morning exercises. I wasn't going to.
This is not bad. Nice cover. Nice cover.
Of course I could
Nice
just ignore him and
save.
climb down into the garden anyway. He would, however, make a beeline to Mother and tell on me, and who knows what the two of them would cook up for me next.
So, maybe that mirror. Cheap Cheap loves the mirror. What can we do? We just got the mirror away from Cheap Cheap. When are we going to give it back now? Bird is annoying. Yeah, maybe. Bird was very helpful in the first game. Better not have to give this mirror back. Cheap Cheap. Come back for the mirror another time, maybe. Put it back? No, can't put it back. Put it anywhere else. Lean the mirror up against the figure. We'll put Cheap Cheap in a different spot. Maybe he won't see from there. Okay.
Hey, withdrawal symptoms?
We are so gonna trap Cheap Cheap in this music box.
I just need the music box a minute. You don't need to turn your head away from your beautiful reflection for 1 second. Come on.
Yep. Yep. Oh!
He's gone to sleep. It got dark and he's simply... No matter. I can now enjoy a few moments of peace.
No kidding. Cheap Cheap was starting to drive Wolfstream. Nuts! Now we don't have to worry about that. Can we take the meat? Can we take that with? No? The bird is dead. Schrodinger's bird? How do you know he's really dead? How do you know?
As expected, no one here. My parents are in the throne room ruling the lands. Or rather, Mother is.
The kick-ass beautiful garden. Oh, man. What I love. To just in a place like that, lay back, give me a beach chair, pool chair, something, you know. Fold out chair, and just bonsai, bush, bird bath, pond, waterfall, happy willow, happy, not just willow, happy willow, and a library.
I don't know the names of all the plants in the garden. Grandmother knows them all, which is probably down to the fact that it was her that gave many of the plants their names a few thousand years ago. Shite beerwood, sweat tea, dodder flower, fat hen, bistort, stink root. We no longer invite her.
Shite beerwood. Shite beerwood. And bees!
Mother thought it was unseemly of the bees to build their hive in our garden. I don't think she could get used to the thought that she would no longer be the only queen here.
Yes, bees. Okay, I gotta change this chat plugin I put in. It's killing me here. Can I just disable the whole thing? I think I can. Let's turn that off. Boom! Fixed. Good. Okay. It's a plugin to enlarge the size of text on the input chat box on Twitch. And it's basically a style sheet modifier kind of thing, and it went all goofy. So I can't show you what it looks like because it's on a different computer. But I'd be sitting here not touching it, and it would shift and it would go up pages, and then anyways, it was doing weird things. Wolfstream, you should play some Telltale games. Saw you played Tales from the Borderlands. I have streamed Tales from the Borderlands. Did I stream any other Telltales? I've played The Walking Dead first and second season. We will definitely do Batman and Walking Dead season 3. We played most of Game of Thrones. I meant to finish that sometime, and probably will. Right now, the only reason I haven't picked Telltale games as some of my physically easier to play games is because I cannot reliably do WASD or controller right now. This is my left hand, believe it or not. I can use my left hand, I cannot use it consistently. And I have a lot of discomfort and some pain there. So I can't do Telltale games right now. I was looking at Hascat suggested Tex Murphy, and I was getting all excited about this Tex Murphy game. And I installed it, and I fired it up, and I was getting the splash graphics ready for the stream. And I went to the control scheme, and apparently it's a point and click with FPS movement and camera controls. What can you do? So we'll have to do that another time. Tex Murphy on hold.
This is Mother's mirror. It's said that you can see into the furthest corners of the land and know what's happening in every part of the world. At the moment, it's no more than a shallow bowl. The water's missing.
You have no idea, Mustaches, how many things I've considered and tried, but I'm still open to suggestions. Chameleon, Game of Thrones so far is the worst of the Telltales, in your opinion? I had heard that it was really flat going in, that it was just unspectacular, and that's exactly what I found. It was okay, unspectacular. I still feel like we should finish it.
A lovely spot.
Hey, Merc.
So long as the bees who have built their hive directly above the bench don't disturb you.
Okay. I bet we're gonna use those bees. Something. Can't sit on the bench without getting disturbed. Now let's do it anyways.
I don't have any time to rest, and
Yes,
that's
you do.
good.
Yes, you do.
At last, I've got something to do again.
Sit down on the bench. Take your time. Duck Hunt, you were not a fan of Xbox controllers. I like them well enough. I like the PlayStation controller set up a little bit better. But, I adapt. Sorry, this is a lethargic pace I'm going at, right? With all the... You're okay with that, right? Probably not if you're watching it not live. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're probably thinking, what the hell? Is this guy ever going to play the game? Yeah, one day.
There's only a little water left in the bird bath. Cheep Cheep always says that it evaporates quickly. I, however, think that the constant need to replenish the water is more down to his unbridled joyous splashing and not insignificant body mass.
Do you ever watch birds splash around in a pool?
There's only a little water left in the bird bath.
Yes.
I, however,
It's awesome, isn't it? Birds splashing around having fun in a little pool.
there are reeds and water lilies growing in the pond. Naturally, they were planted there. They don't grow in the wild so high up the mountains.
All right, let's take a few.
I can't think of any use for a water lily, but a reed could come in handy. That's a weeping willow. It appears to be so content it looks anything but sad. The willow is stretching its branches up high into the sky with glee. One part of the waterfall's already lying in its shadow. If it continues to grow like that, it'll shade half the garden.
Seems that some objects have more than one, not just line of dialogue, but you can click on them again and get more dialogue, and some not. So I'll try to click on most things more than once.
The spring brook emerges up there. It's still small here, but it becomes one of the largest and most important rivers in the woodland realm.
Thank you, Wolfstream. Merc, been playing some Resident Evil? I am not shocked. And I would like to finally we were gonna play some. That was precisely when everything happened and fell apart. Middle of Evil Within, which remains unfinished, but we'll get to it. And Resident Evil was up next. Ugh. Murky means there's always people. Stick to what game? When people watch on YouTube, when they watch a video of a live stream that happened a while back, and there's all this communication with chat, sometimes people will comment, "Hey, this isn't a Let's Play." People who go to YouTube because they want to see a game, and they're looking for a gameplay video, they don't always want to see the chat. They don't care about the chat and the interaction from the live stream. Screen just went black for you. Can I get a confirmation that we're still up? Edge, hello, if you're there. Hopefully it just needs a refresh on your end, Edge, although I had stream troubles getting it started. I did, mustaches. Did you finish Franbo? How messed up was your mind after it on a scale from 1 to 10? Let me see. It started like this. My mind was so wrecked that I had to stop playing the game for the holidays. And then we came back to it. It kind of mellowed out for a while. And then it had some weird spikes near the end. But at the end, the very end, it was... You've seen the ending, right? Do you know? I mean, it literally cuts to heavy metal. You've been playing this game. Oh, I didn't tell you. I failed. If you don't want spoilers for Franbo, plug your ears for 20 seconds. Okay? Plugged your ears plugged? Good. I went to hell. I got sent to hell. Cue heavy metal, credits, and falling to hell. End of game. So, yes, it was, my mind was, I don't know, man. I don't know. Hey, Vinny, how you doing? And Woo, we are Woo, what's up? Okay, let's not. I had a few of those feelings today.
That leads up to the throne room. Mother will be conducting the affairs of state with an iron will, whilst Pa leans against the tree of life, probably sleeping.
Swords, look at these. It's the Buster Sword! Check it out. Final Fantasy fans here? Anyone? That is Cloud's Buster Sword.
Swords of all the idiots who have tried to conquer the Elf Burrow. It's become less frequent over the last few centuries. Humans and dwarves appear to have learnt their lesson.
And that... Oh, it's a companion cube.
There's a selection of cubes here. For a while,
Duck,
it was
and
all
sorry
the
for the
rage
double
to
chat.
official
I don't know
state
why it
visits to give
sent
geometric
twice.
presents.
My chat is doing weird things. Duck Hunt, you either did or didn't get that message twice. It was on my screen twice, and now it's back to only being there once. Ah, companion cube, Buster Sword. Hell yeah. They take it.
This flower clearly is one of the more exotic of the palace's flowers. It comes from a country in the deep south beyond the deserts. It's said that the flower of this plant used to be sent as a declaration of war, or if one wanted to deprive someone of all sense.
Don't breathe too deeply.
The Biggest Plant Book of Avantasia by Charles Mendel with illustrations by Alexander Bonpland. A present from one of the northern kingdoms. Strange folk up there. The men climb mountains and shout foul-mouthed things in dragon's language at the dragons. I think it's some kind of test of courage.
Did you get the reference? Busroda. Yeah. So, when was this game made? Last year before last? Was it 2015? 2016? I should check the year and put it in the now command. This is pretty recent. And I think it came out last year. So yeah, Skyrim, Portal, Final Fantasy. Gonna be a lot of that. It's all good. Duck Hunt. Hit me up on Discord. Yeah, hit me up on Discord, and we'll and Monsters Inc. Yeah, there you go. Did someone kill and stuff the dude from Monsters Inc? That is precisely what they did. Not even joking. I don't know which one I clicked on, so I'm gonna hit them both again.
Goldsmithing, masonry, and a book about carpentry. Like all books in this library, it's a guest present. The logic behind this must be, those elves, they have so many beautiful statues and items of wood. They'll be really interested in this. Why don't we present them with a book about it? What they don't realise, though, is that if we're interested in a subject, then we'll already know pretty much all there is to know about the matter, and the book's of no use to us whatsoever.
Got a point.
Several books about animals, an atlas, a book about humans. Actually, more of a brochure. And what's this? Fishing for the moderately talented.
And yeah, as we come to the foreground, doesn't look like I can click on it, but Rubik's Cube. Huh. And Daenerys's dragon's eggs. Come on, if you're not geeking out on this, you haven't been playing or watching anything for the past 10 years. Those are... Come on. How does it say bookshelf? Oh, the bookshelf under it. Oh, I gotcha. No, wait, back to Monsters, Inc.
A great example of the variety of our world's fauna. Some of the ideas Mother Nature has can be quite off the wall. Sometimes it's difficult to believe that some creatures in our world have developed naturally. They look as if some bored artist has dreamt them up. A few years ago, this dragon was causing a whole lot of grief. A bounty was put on its head, and all heroes of the land were encouraged to hunt it down. 40 brave warriors penetrated its lair and slew it. They brought the head to the palace where it was displayed in triumph. The strange thing was that a bit later, more adventurers came carrying an identical head. Then more and more heroes arrived.
It's gotta be WoW, right? I've never played WoW. Can someone check me on that? Is that a dragon from a WoW raid? Oh, it's turned into a hand. Take one of the books. I have to pay close attention, so if you see me walk away from something that was look at and turns into take, please help me, shout it out. I'm also still on plenty of meds, so I'm nowhere near sharp. And some things you can click on again for more dialogue, and some things not. We go back to the Skyrim helmet. You're going to say something else, or is she going to say the same thing?
Helmets with horns. Cool, but useless.
So there you go. Oh, and it disappeared. Ah, well, that's helpful. Okay. If that's consistent, that's going to be really helpful. If the magnifying glasses will disappear when you have exhausted all dialogue, then we're good. You just click until it's gone. I can do that.
Working with wood. There's a master whittler down in the valley. I've enjoyed watching him in the past. He carves animal figures so real that humans and dwarfs believe that they are actually animals turned into wood. This one's more about interiors, making furniture and the like.
Hey,
Laying
Bolton.
the wood down by a pixie's thumb and saw the board into 2 equal length pieces. Who knows what that might be good for?
Eat the book on fishing for the moderately talented.
I haven't really got the time to sit and read a book, and if I had, it would definitely not be one about fishing. There must be a medical book for elves here somewhere. I haven't really got the time to sit and read a book.
Oh, no,
and
it's
if I
not
had, it would
consistent.
definitely not be one about fishing.
That's not fair.
There must be a medical book for elves here somewhere.
It's not fair. So some things are going to be all user-friendly, and the option to click on them will disappear when there's nothing new to be said. Some things will stubbornly sit there and let you wonder. Okay, well, we're going to have to click on everything until she repeats herself, or the prompts
If I want to know
disappear.
something about plants, I can just ask our gardener. He knows everything about plants. Well, that's what he says anyway. If I want to know something about
Like
plants,
that.
he knows
Okay.
Each cube is significant and comes from a different country, but I never really paid much attention.
So, help me out with 2 of these cubes. What is that cube, and what? I feel like I know this cube, but what is that blue translucent cube from? So we've got the companion cube from Portal that I'm blocking right there. We've got the Rubik's cube. We got the Buster sword. We got the Skyrim helmet. We got. Did you say that's Sally from Monsters Inc. or Sully? Yeah. Okay. See, I've seen Monsters Inc. once. I didn't see any of they made 2 sequels. Did they make 2 sequels? Anyways, Sully sounds familiar, but I wasn't gonna tell you wrong on that's how much I remember. I couldn't tell you. Sally sounded fine to me. Hi, Sally. Got the dragon from WoW. We've got the dragon's eggs from Game of Thrones.
What have we got here then? Aha. Ah, Almanac of Elf Medicine. That's what I've been looking for.
I thought you said you didn't need books on things that were
Ow.
important to you.
Be careful, if you please.
A speaking book?
An ill elf?
Ill elf? Do I look ill? Yeah, yes, she does.
I haven't been feeling too well recently. I'm sleeping badly and have no appetite. I know that elves are very seldom ill, but if it's not that, then it must be some kind of magic or curse.
Seldom ill does not actually mean never ill. Elves can, for instance, suffer from a broken heart.
Oh,
Oh, please.
It is one of the most common causes of death amongst beautiful princesses.
Oh, it must be something else.
Sensitive elves can sometimes suffer from the pains of the world. There are a variety of ear infections, and of course it could also be lupus. But I think it is something else.
Like what?
To be completely certain, you must mix a potion and drink it.
Are you serious?
Very.
how certain are you of your diagnosis? Are you really a qualified elf doctor?
Are you actually qualified to make a diagnosis? And why can you talk?
I am a magical medicine book. That actually serves as an answer to both of your questions.
I've never encountered a talking book before.
Of course not. I am the only talking book here. That's the problem. In the magical library in Seastone, all books can talk. Things really get cooking there, believe me.
Yeah, I think Chameleon, I'm with you there. That's exactly what I think it is. It's sort of it was a running joke in House MD that as they were running through their differential diagnosis process, they would sometimes just throw their arms up. It could be lupus. I think once it actually was. Did they have 1 or 2 actual cases of lupus in this show? Doesn't matter. Presumably, you were given to us?
You were probably given to us by someone from Seastone, right?
Right, I was a complete idiot and actually volunteered. As I am a book about elf medicine, I didn't get much to do in Seastone. I thought to myself, hey, this is your chance to get some practical experience. Wrong.
Yeah, we elves don't get ill much.
And more than that, you don't actually have much time for books. This is the center of the elven kingdom, and just look at how paltry this library is.
We don't have much use for books. We sing songs about times past, and many of us were there at the time.
Then that's probably also the reason why so many elves stand around in white.
What do you mean?
Allow me to elucidate. Over the years, the songs you elves sing will be changed and adapted, a little here, a little there. This editorial process is nothing more than refined elvish propaganda, presenting them as intelligent and morally impeccable. And who can prove otherwise? There are no other witnesses and there are no books.
Okay, what sort of illness is this?
I demand to know this instant what sort of illness I have.
That always works.
Sometimes it's better not to know.
I can take it.
A placebo only works when one doesn't know that it is a placebo. Make the potion and then come back and drink it. Then we'll be sure.
Well, it kind of screwed up there, didn't you? Shouldn't tell you that it's a placebo, but...
And if it's lupus?
Have you been bitten by a wolf of late?
No.
Then it can't be lupus.
Their
No,
lupus
I'm
is
pretty sure it's
different.
something else. Now, that potion, drink it, and then I can tell you more.
It's lupus. Yes, of course. They always say, watch out for wolves or you'll get lupus.
All right, this potion, what goes in it?
It is very easy to make. You need to pound together the green fruit of a metis bush, a spoonful of honey and a red herring, and then mix with water into a viscous potion.
Oh, that sounds revolting.
It's medicine. It isn't supposed to taste nice.
And if I drink it, I'll be well again?
We will then at least know what is wrong with you.
A metis bush. Honey. There's a beehive, and we've got a reed from the pond. Maybe we can stick the reed in, avoid getting stung, get some honey. The bridge? Bridge. What bridge? It doesn't look specific, but I can't believe a bridge in a glass box isn't a reference. Oh, right in front of me! That bridge! Yeah. If anyone recognizes the bridge, this bridge, it's right here. It's behind the words, but you can see it, and we'll be able to see it better in a minute. Yeah, it's gotta be. I mean, everything is, right? Like that flower. I bet even the flower was. So I don't recognize it.
This metis bush, where can I find one?
Haven't a clue. I'm just a book and have spent years sandwiched between dusty hymnals and a tome of revolting recipes.
So red herring? A red herring needs to be put into this medicine that may or may not be a placebo. So of course one of the ingredients is a red herring.
A red
I
herring?
love it.
Are you serious?
Of course, why not? Red herrings are known all over the land as particularly useful fish. Their uses in the areas of medicine, cuisine, and literature are too numerous to mention.
All right, so I've got a red herring.
What were the other ingredients? So honey, the bush, and the red herring. Kill that plugin in my chat. Keeps scrolling up all on its own.
What are the potion's ingredients again?
The green fruit of a metis bush, a spoonful of honey, and a red herring.
Excellent.
You have to put everything into a bowl with a bit of water and pound it until it forms a viscous potion.
Okay, honey. I think I know where we'll get that. There's a bowl next to a jug of water back up in bedroom. Maybe we can find so maybe the bush is back outside. Thank you.
Thank you. I think that's all for now.
Normally, it's me that ends patient consultations. You are only a princess, but I am a doctor.
Doctor with complex. Yeah, excellent. So Holocron, Wolfstream. Which one were you thinking? The translucent one, or the solid one? My first exposure to Star Wars holocrons was in Star Wars Galaxies, where holocrons were a nightmare of an object, a game mechanic that they nearly ruined the game with, and then they thank you. See the gardener about the bush. She did say that. Excellent. That could be. But holocrons, they're in Knights of the Old Republic. I'm sure they've been in plenty of comics. They haven't been in any of the movies yet, have they? I can't think of a moment off the top of my head where holocrons were in the films, or maybe they were in the prequels and I blocked that out. But the one to the right, this one. But there are Jedi holocrons and there are Sith holocrons, and I don't remember. It is Wolfstream. This is the companion cube from Portal, and then we got the Rubik's Cube from the foreground. Likes to see. How are you doing? How much did you miss? Very little. The stream's only been going an hour and a half, and I've probably played 10 minutes of the game in that hour and a half. So you're good. Ivo, this is a sequel, so Ivo the elf, I think all the characters will be returning from the first game, so we haven't gotten back to Wilbur the gnome yet. We did see Nate the human briefly, who's voiced by Doug Cockle, which is Geralt of Rivia's voice actor from the Witcher series. So again, here's that bridge. Does anyone recognize this bridge? Because it seems everything in this room has significance. We can go into the bedroom. Probably should. But if that's our bedroom that we climbed down from, could get burned going back in right now. That thing behind your head. Oh, the swords. If you mean in the middle of the room, the Buster sword from Final Fantasy VII.
The door can be opened easily from the outside. If it was up to me, it would stay open.
Okay. So the door, we were locked in here before. We put Cheep Cheep to sleep and we climbed down. Here's the bowl and the jug of water. But we have some freedom of movement now. Let's enjoy it. Is there a transparent hat on the right side? A green transparent hat? Chameleon, I'm going back. Green transparent hat. Let's see, we've got the Mad Hatter's hat. Yeah, not clickable. Nice catch. I think that's the ocarina. Ocarina of Time. Oh, come on, you're all gonna have to look really closely. I want to catch all this stuff. I'll call it out if I'll call it out if I see it, but you're gonna have to call some of this stuff out. Yeah, ocarina, the Mad Hatter's hat. I'm gonna look at the flower again.
Why do so many people hate this flower? Perhaps it has an abhorrent smell.
Oh, it's meant to be the like the corpse flower. Very large. The smell that's... Okay, I gotta take a break. Whoa, hey!
Now that explains why this flower is classified as a weapon in 24 countries.
Gotta take a break. Sorry about the suddenness. I will come back and we will try to do a little more music. Can I just leave the game music playing? I'm just gonna leave the game music playing. Sorry about that. See you in a few minutes.